The book of Matthew is one of the four Gospels in the New Testament, and it holds a unique place in Christian scripture. Written primarily for a Jewish audience, Matthew emphasizes Jesus as the fulfillment of Old Testament prophecies, presenting him as the long-awaited Messiah. This Gospel is rich in themes such as the kingdom of heaven, righteousness, and the importance of faith and good works. Through parables, teachings, and the Sermon on the Mount, Matthew conveys profound lessons about love, forgiveness, and the nature of God's kingdom. Understanding Matthew's perspective is crucial for grasping the broader narrative of Jesus' life and ministry. His account not only chronicles the events of Jesus' life, but also interprets them in a way that resonates deeply with Jewish traditions and expectations. By exploring Matthew's teachings, we gain insight into how Jesus redefined the understanding of the law and the prophets, inviting all people into a transformative relationship with God. In this video, we'll dive deeper into the themes and teachings of the book of Matthew, uncovering its significance and relevance for both historical context and modern faith. Join us as we explore this foundational text and its impact on Christianity today. The book of Matthew is traditionally attributed to Matthew, one of Jesus' 12 disciples, also known as Levi, a former tax collector. His first-hand experience as a follower of Jesus provides a unique perspective on the life and teachings of Christ. Matthew's role as a disciple allowed him to witness pivotal moments in Jesus' ministry, and his gospel reflects a deep understanding of Jesus' mission and message. Matthew wrote primarily for a Jewish audience, aiming to demonstrate that Jesus was the fulfillment of the Old Testament prophecies. This focus on Jewish heritage is evident in the genealogy presented at the beginning of the gospel, which traces Jesus' lineage back to Abraham and David. By addressing a Jewish audience, Matthew sought to bridge the gap between traditional Jewish beliefs and the new teachings of Jesus. The historical context of first-century Judea was marked by Roman occupation, social unrest, and a longing for a Messiah who would liberate the Jewish people. This socio-political climate influenced Matthew's writing, as he emphasized Jesus' role as a spiritual liberator rather than a political one. Understanding this context enriches our appreciation of Matthew's gospel and its enduring significance in the Christian faith. The book of Matthew is thoughtfully structured, making it accessible for readers to grasp its profound teachings. It can be divided into 5 major sections, mirroring the 5 books of Moses, which emphasizes its connection to Jewish tradition. The first section introduces Jesus' birth and early life, followed by the Sermon on the Mount, a cornerstone of his teachings that covers ethics, prayer, and the nature of true righteousness. The next sections include Jesus' miracles and parables, which illustrate his authority and the nature of the kingdom of heaven. This theme of the kingdom is central throughout the gospel, highlighting God's reign and the transformative power of faith. Discipleship is another recurring theme, as Matthew emphasizes the call to follow Jesus and live out his teachings in everyday life. The final sections culminate in Jesus' passion, death, and resurrection, reinforcing the message of hope and redemption. These key themes not only provide insight into Jesus' identity and mission, but also invite readers to reflect on their own faith journeys. By understanding the structure and themes of Matthew, we can appreciate the gospel's overall message of love, grace, and the call to live in accordance with God's will. The book of Matthew is rich with significant teachings and parables that resonate deeply with both ancient and modern audiences. One of the most impactful sections is the Beatitudes, found in the Sermon on the Mount. These blessings, which include statements like, "Blessed are the poor in spirit," and "Blessed are the peacemakers," highlight the values of humility, mercy, and righteousness. The implications of the Beatitudes challenge societal norms, encouraging individuals to embrace a countercultural approach to life that prioritizes compassion and spiritual richness over material wealth. Another key teaching is the parable of the lost sheep, which illustrates God's unwavering love and pursuit of those who stray. In this parable, Jesus emphasizes the joy in heaven over one sinner who repents, underscoring the importance of forgiveness and redemption. These teachings are not just historical lessons. They have profound applications in modern life. The Beatitudes inspire us to cultivate virtues like kindness and humility in our daily interactions, while the parable of the lost sheep reminds us of the importance of reaching out to those who may feel lost or marginalized. By embracing these teachings, we can foster a more compassionate and inclusive community, reflecting the heart of Jesus' message. In the book of Matthew, the miracles performed by Jesus serve as powerful demonstrations of his divine authority and compassion. Notable miracles include the healing of the sick, such as the leper and the paralytic, as well as the calming of the storm and the feeding of the 5,000. These acts not only showcased Jesus' miraculous power, but also had a profound impact on the people of that time, instilling hope and faith in those who witnessed them. Many were drawn to him, seeking healing and guidance, which contributed to the growing recognition of his role as a teacher and healer. Matthew emphasizes the fulfillment of Old Testament prophecies throughout his gospel, linking Jesus' miracles to the messianic expectations of the Jewish people. For instance, the healing of the blind and the lame fulfills prophecies found in Isaiah, reinforcing the idea that Jesus is the long-awaited Messiah. By connecting these miracles to his identity, Matthew presents Jesus as not only a miracle worker, but also as the embodiment of God's promises. This portrayal invites readers to recognize Jesus as the fulfillment of their hopes and expectations, encouraging a deeper understanding of his mission and the nature of God's kingdom. The Great Commission, found in Matthew 28:16-20, occurs after Jesus' resurrection, when he gathers his disciples on a mountain in Galilee. In this pivotal moment, Jesus commands his followers to "Go therefore and make disciples of all nations." This directive emphasizes the importance of spreading the gospel beyond the Jewish community, highlighting the inclusive nature of Jesus' message. He instructs them to baptize and teach, ensuring that new believers understand his teachings and commandments. The significance of the Great Commission cannot be overstated. It serves as the foundation for the mission of the Church. This call to evangelism and discipleship has inspired countless Christians throughout history to share their faith and serve others. It underscores the responsibility of believers to actively participate in God's work, fostering a global community of faith. As we reflect on the Great Commission today, it invites each of us to consider our role in spreading the gospel. Whether through personal relationships, community service, or global missions, we are all called to share the love and teachings of Jesus. Embracing this mission not only strengthens our faith, but also contributes to the growth of the Church and the fulfillment of God's purpose in the world. In this video, we've explored the rich tapestry of the book of Matthew, highlighting its significance within the New Testament. We discussed Matthew's authorship and historical context, emphasizing his role as a disciple and the Jewish audience he addressed. We also examined the structure of the gospel, noting key themes such as the kingdom of heaven and discipleship, which resonate throughout the text. We delved into significant teachings and parables, including the Beatitudes and the parable of the lost sheep, illustrating their relevance to modern life. Additionally, we highlighted the miracles of Jesus and how they fulfill Old Testament prophecies, reinforcing his identity as the Messiah. Finally, we reflected on the Great Commission, recognizing its importance in the mission of the Church and encouraging each of us to take part in spreading the gospel. As you continue your journey through the book of Matthew, we encourage you to explore its teachings further and apply them to your life. If you found this video insightful, please subscribe, like, and share it with others who may benefit from this content. Together, let's deepen our understanding of Matthew and the transformative message of Jesus.